Yeah. So let me just you see Western print. Let's publish him up now, by the way. So you want me, oh yeah, to show how I did it? Okay, so I just went down to suppliers. It'll open up.
Can you tick off, is that on your screen there, or is it just on mine? The meeting is being recorded.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just on yours. If you click that off, so
Yeah.
I'm just recording this for you. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here on the right, a little bit quicker for you as well.
Yeah.
So I'll just type in Western. Okay. So because 10 have gone through, whether they're in the inbox or archive. So there's 3 of them in the inbox, interestingly enough. And that's 7.
I probably they're probably the statements.
Okay, well, I'll have a quick look at them now in a second. So when I clicked on the archive, there's 7 here. I just clicked on the first one.
Okay.
And up here was
oh
1
yeah,
of 7.
see now where you're going. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just go back 2 steps. 1.
And then it'll be there, because that's always happened to me. I was looking at the archive, but in order to get back to the inbox, I had to go back out to suppliers and start kind of all over again.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're still here on the suppliers here.
Yeah.
So there's the archive. Now there's the actual inbox then.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to click on, and it'll just bring up these 3. Okay. So I'm not sure are any of these one I just looked at. So again, there's only 3. So I click on the first one. And it's 23%. Actually, I'm going to change my rule to go. It's resale. That is.
No, they're not resale. They're not.
Oh, they're not. Just
bags.
okay.
They're just bags for bottles and stuff like that. Okay,
that's grand. So that one is fine. I mean, I'm just looking down here. It's in the right fat range. The next one. It's all fine as well. It'll have them all put into the right place here now. Okay. Unless there was a 0 or something there, that's what you're gonna watch. So the 3 of them are grand. And to publish them up. So I'm just going to click those now and publish the 3 of them up out of the way.
Okay.
Okay. So if after a while we notice these are always 23%, we'll go auto publish so that they won't even stop here unless there's something odd about it,
Okay. They are always 23%, not for resale.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it there another week anyway as they're coming through, and then we'll go auto publish. Okay. So even with my own, every trainer will tell you just to keep an eye on them in case it's anything. So I've just clicked on the inbox here now. Get back to the big one. We were talking about this already this morning, so we didn't go publishing until I wanted to hear what you had to say, So the one, there's one there that'll always, we can partly program it. I'm just waiting for this to come back to the inbox. Just looking for there now. So whirring away there in front of you. Well, here it comes.
Okay.
I'm just trying to bring it back to
the
big amount. I've clicked on inbox there, but nothing's coming up.
Yes.
Hey, just clicking at your end there, maybe there's. There they are, yeah. Okay, so I'll just scroll down a little bit. So the ones that'll always, the likes of this one, will probably have different VAT rates in it.
Yeah.
Okay, we just get down to the end there. Okay, so 0, 13.5, and 23. They'll always be a little bit of a pain in the neck, okay? Because you have to look at them to see what's going on. Is this stuff for the shop that's going on there?
That's a wholesaler, yeah.
Yeah, and so I presume we'll see what categories now. I'll just go to program this guy. So his name is okay. So supplier rules. We have to do a little analysis down the bottom, basically, called smart split rules. And okay, so a fixed amount or a percentage. You just see now, so we'll say foodstuffs.
Yeah, it's, goods for resale. It's all going to be purchases for resale at 0%, 13.5%, 9%, and whatever.
Okay, so I'm just going to put 0%.
Okay.
Let me just see. Yeah, I'm going to add 3 things here. So there was 0, 13.5,
And 23.
and 23. Okay.
Yeah.
The 0 is probably foodstuffs.
They're all really foods. They're all kind of.
They're all that type of stuff. Yeah.
They're all cost of sales. Yeah.
They're all cost of sales.
Yeah, it's cost of sales, I'd say, because you'd have stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's grand. Doesn't matter. Okay, so this one will be the 0, guys. 0% resale. Huge resale. Okay, and now if you want to divide it between whatever shops and stuff, you'll have to go in every time. So this is going to put, you see now, and this is where it's just guesswork for now, right? It's going to put 50. I'm going to put 55. This, don't worry about this too much. Okay, 20. Okay, 50, 0. Okay, I'm just going to go done. Around here. Okay, so I'll just go to next and back to it. Okay, so down the bottom here is attempted. Need to get a total there. 315178. Okay, so when they're breaking up down the bottom, it'll always be extracted that's there, okay?
Okay.
Always when there's a analysis down the bottom. So it's pulled out 501. I'll just check that is the right figure. It is, yeah. And down here to see do my edit line items work out. No, just see my percentages there. Seem to be 2.5. I was going 50%, 25, and 25. Yes. Sorry a second now. I'll just go back into my programming. Yeah, I put in 50, but it didn't seem to. Oh yeah, sorry. That's it. So. It took a quarter, and I thought it was the. Okay. Down the bottom here, it's at least it's pre-populated part of it, okay? 0, 13, hyphen, and 23. And we literally have to go down to the bottom. And there's no way out of this. This will have to happen every time. So that, just to see those figures. So 23% was 2049.24. Plus that. So you literally have to go in and edit these down the bottom every time. So, and that's the drag. 2049.24. That was the. Okay, just to make it a bit smaller there, it's very big on my screen. Okay, and then bring. $204,924, and then 13 is 224,67. So we find the reduced one. 224,67. 0 is 37621. So we just glance down 376,224. And I didn't do that one, did I? 2049. Okay.
So you're doing it under net. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's a place further on you can do it gross as well. Now I'm just going to come back from there a bit. I say come back, just make it fit in the screen. So that's done. You just see there a second. Okay, so I'm looking at the right of the screen here now. Oh. So 501.66 is our figure, and this exactly equals 501.66. See that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna, the way we program it is I just made up 50%, 25, 25, but at least it's got the rates and the categories that's going into it, and you've just got to look at the bill, or we'll do it if we come across it, and put in the right amounts and publish it up.
Okay.
Okay. So, and that's now we haven't programmed that many. Well, we programmed a lot at the start, and then there was nothing for ages, so they're all flying in now. So Maeve is going to keep programming these now this week as you see them, and but the more you know, at least you don't be afraid to have a crack at it, you know. So
probably the most, there's, if I look at say the likes of newsprint, there could be 5 different types of flats there then, because it could have for resale, and then you could have 0% not for resale, and you could have 23% not for resale.
okay,
so and that's a weekly invoice, so there would be like 50 odd of them. There'll be 50 odd of them, you know, every year.
Yeah. So with new spread, then just find it down here a second. This is where we just want to add the rule first, okay?
Okay.
So that stays extracted. You go into, and either if there's always going to be fixed amounts, it's fine. So with us, it'll do a percentage straight off. So there could be 5 amounts received.
Yeah.
And what would be the 5 calls to be?
So one would be 0% for resale.
Okay.
9% resale.
Yeah.
23% resale.
Okay.
And 0% not for resale. And 23% not for resale. So
the ones not for resale, what are they?
Actually, the 0% could be subscription.
Could be a subscription. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to here now.
I think it's in that one.
Okay, so that's in student subscriptions, and 23% not resale.
Carriage, yeah, it's for the deliveries.
Oh, deliveries. Okay. Deliveries of
Delivery of the papers every day. Carriage.
Oh yeah, carriage. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I misread you. That's the cards. Freight and delivery. Yeah. Okay, so this is 20%. Then I put in the rates here. Okay, not retail. Not retail. resale. Second reduced. And 0% resale. Okay, so these would be cost of sales.
Yeah.
Cost of sales, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay, they're all the shop, are they?
They're all the shop, yeah.
So this might take a few minutes, but it should save lots of time again. And then percentage, just top of your head roughly what it doesn't matter.
I'd say 0%, 10.
But you know what? I'll make them all 20%.
Yeah, because the 9% would be the.
Okay, I'll make them all 20 because you'll have to edit them anyway, you know.
Yeah.
And okay, so that's that, and I'll just look further up. Yeah, I'll apply that. Okay, so those new spreads. So if we just look at new spreads in this, yeah, so there's 24 in the inbox there. Okay, so I'll pick on this first guy, 720, 66, 48.
So the, if you let me control there for a second.
Okay.
So. Where is God? The right one. Okay, I think I have the wrong one. Oh, there you go. So there should be another page that makes it actually easier to read on that. So
there's one further up, I think, if you want to move further up.
All right, okay, yeah, this is it here. So 23%, there's a €5 credit. Well, that's you see, this is where it has to be. This is very tricky.
That's tricky, right?
Yes, because this is this is the retail and this is the net. This is the actual.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's.
Well, let's have a go at that one anyway.
So it's this line here. It's the net cost that you need to include.
Net cost, okay.
So minus 304.
Okay, so these are the numbers we have now, and we're going to edit them. So edit line items, okay. Goes across the bottom. Just bring it up to your numbers.
So it's up on the top page, front top page. There you go now. So it's minus 304.
3%. Okay, so I'm just gonna. Is that resale? That 20? That minus?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure how this will react with the minus now. Okay, so I'm going to change the total here because sometimes it might be easier for you to change the total. Yeah. So -5.
No, minus 3.04.
That's the net, but the total
yeah,
is
don't worry, because that's retail. That's what you're saying.
Oh, that's a retail. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3.04.
Minus 3.04.
Okay. Then
at the 9%, there's nothing at the 0% at this point.
Nothing at the 0. So I'm just gonna X that one out.
Now it could be in another. There could be again like.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'll leave it as 0 for the moment. Okay.
Yeah. Then at the 23%, you've got 62.94.
Is that not resale or resale?
Not for resale.
Not for resale. Okay. I'm just going to find that reduced rate guy. And the 9%, which I saw there a minute ago, is 585.99. Okay. Is that bill then? Yeah.
And then there's the last one is 829 at 0% for not for resale.
Oh yeah. 829. Some out. I have something still left in there. 20. Okay, that's all right. 829 is all right. This one.
So there's there, here's the 0% here. Is that the one that's coming in?
Oh yeah, that's coming in from the total. Yeah, make that one a 0.
Yeah.
Okay. Down the bottom, so we're 4 pence out.
It's always going to be like that.
They're all going to be like that, yeah. So that's nearly there, but you always need to have this at 0 out by.
Yeah.
So we just need to type anything wrong. 654.
So when I used to do it on the old system, basically what I would do is whatever was actually left, I just put it in at the 23. So it would always tell me I was out.
Oh yeah.
So I had a line item that I would just, if I had a clear line item, it would just give me the remaining, and then I would just put that in at that percentage.
Yeah, so that's out by 4. Sometimes what I do, okay, I'm just going done for a minute, so we'll just have a look at it again. Sometimes, so we're at 66.48. It's 4 pence out on the thing. Sometimes because it balances out. 66.48. 66.52. If I changed it to 66.52.
You'll be going back and over for hours.
Well, there's just a rounding thing on the other.
Yeah, because it's.
Let me just see though. No, so okay. There's something else not adding. Plus 4.
That's always been the way with new spreads. So basically, in the previous, I would have put in my 3 line items. So I'd have my 0, my 23%, and my 9%, and then I would do a clear line, and then the last line, whatever was left. You know, whatever was left to make up the invoice, it automatically calculated it.
Oh, that'd be handy. You're right. Here, I'm looking at this 829 at 0%. If I bring that down to 825, we'll probably sort it there now. But some around there's always something.
It'll be the VAT. No,
It won't affect the VAT, and that's fixed that one there now. Yeah. So whenever it's pence, that few pence either way,
you
will
have to balance.
But that's balanced there.
It won't let you continue unless you balance it. Sure, it won't.
Sorry?
It won't let you continue unless you're balanced. So
it won't let you publish up.
Yeah.
But the total of your invoice there is equal to total of the invoice here, and a 4-cent adjustment on their VAT figure, because when we multiplied it, they were out by 4 pence. So I just wonder with
next time it'll be good. It'll be the opposite way.
Yeah, it will. That's the thing. I'm just wondering, will it publish up with this minus now? Let me just sometime previously it gave me a hassle on that. Let me just have a look. Fingers crossed. And I press publish there now. Yeah, it did. Brilliant. Okay. But at least all the new spreads now would be that way.
Even the ones that are archived.
Except the ones that are archived.
So all the ones that they are. So I'll have to check all the archived ones as well to make sure that they go into.
Yeah. So, but you can unarchive, and then this rule will kick in. If need be, but if they're archived, they probably are already okay. Or did you publish them? If it was us? Or?
No, I'd say they were published
back a while.
Back in September, yeah.
Yeah, just have a quick look. So new spread. Glance at one of them there. Yeah, because I had 2 kind of others who've gone off on their full-time careers now, work for me. Yeah, but they had jobs when they came in here. They were just all held up over lockdown. I had Sinead and Joe doing programming on these. So that's one we just published. Just look at the one beneath it. Yeah, they're all analyzed down here. Oh, that one's out by a penny and it's still published.
Okay.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Let's see who published that one. Shade, yeah. So maybe there's a tolerance level come into it. You shouldn't allow that. So
Yeah, that would be great because
yeah, she would have. Whether she did them all, you probably still want to look at them in case you have the wrong rates, though. You know. So it's allowing the penny go out. We just have a look at the rates here. Second reduced standard 0%. Okay, it's looking. Yeah, so the queries at the time would have happened at the time, you know.
yeah.
But certainly they're all analyzed anyway.
Okay, but I'd say I better check them. I need to go in and check to make sure that they are all in the right.
Yeah, just for your own peace of mind, yeah.
Okay.
Now there's a. Oh yeah, no, I put them into cost of sales. They have them in that we've a category set up: newspapers, magazines.
Okay.
But have a look you and kind of go where you're comfortable, because the program for cost of sales. But if we've this already set up,
You will. And no, they wouldn't be shop expenses. They'd be cost of sales. Like they'd be the selling of papers and magazines and stuff like that. So that should.
yeah. So
That
that
would be
was
shop expenses. Do you know what I mean? They'd be sales.
okay. Well, you see how it works now, and that's the same if you were buying off Musgraves or anyone else. We kind of allocate it between the VAT rates, and then when the bill comes in, we put the right figures on it.
Okay.
But at least most of the work is done. Yeah.
Okay. So I will say for the likes of Musgraves then as well. If I want to set up 2 accounts for some of them, say for the likes of Musgraves, to have central billing and then to have say the cash and carry. I know you did it for BWG.
Yeah.
So can I be able to do that myself?
You will. If it brings them both up as Musgraves, just call one of them Musgraves Cash and Carry, and it'll set up that supplier in QuickBooks under that name.
Okay.
And same with the other one. Basically they're 2 different suppliers. So we've got 2. We're just.
But how will Dex know which one to send it to?
You know, it probably won't. So you won't auto do it. It's just it'll put stuff into the categories and all that, but you'll just have to look at it to say which one goes where. Is there a big difference in the bill, like in the appearance of the bill?
There is. If you just go into Musgraves there, like I haven't any cash and carries done in there.
You might be able to program it to auto do it.
Something.
Okay, so do you want to show me 2 different ones there?
Okay. That's Musgraves Marketplace. So that's cash and carry.
Okay.
Not done very well now that I can see it. And if I go to previous, that's an actual central billing.
Okay.
It's not that's an actual direct debit notification actually.
That's not a bill at all, is it? No.
No, that's a statement. Anything there at all. I suppose this is probably the most one that there'd be more of.
Okay.
Then if I was to have to if I enter the other one manually maybe or something like that.
Well, once we see the bill, we'll see. Can we see what else on here? I'm just going to click on rules. Okay.
Central data is there.
Well, yeah, there's nothing there that jumps out at me that we could demarcate it. But basically, we have Musgrave's central billing here, and say this is a central billing invoice. You'll click into it, put it under Musgrave's central billing, and and whatever the rules are there, those will apply.
Okay.
So we'll just have. I'll just add one here now. Musgrave's central billing.
Okay, so just add another one there.
Yeah, so that'll be there, and so we'll wait till the bill comes along, and then we'll program it accordingly. You know.
I might just check if there's a one there on suppliers for central data or something like that. Central.
Yeah, let's put that back into marketplace out of the way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, work away there. Check here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any of them in there, Kevin, because I'd say there's only one or two of them. There's only about three or four for the year anyway, so I'll work it out. That one is not volume, so it doesn't make any difference. The other quick question, if you have time, is reports. I used to be able to set up, say, a very easy report for, say, cash purchases, so that I can check them to make sure that they're correct on a weekly basis with Frank's figures, just to make sure. It was a very simple report that I could change my dates from, to and from. When I was trying to figure it out on QuickBooks last week, and I just couldn't get the exact report that I was looking for, or try and set up the exact report that I was looking for.
Okay, and just give me an example of what would be on it.
So what I would normally have on it would be the type, the date, the number, the names, the account number, the VAT code, all the various systems, but I customize it to make sure I was able to use it, say, for if I wanted to just do one day, or I could do the week, or I could do just the month. You know, I could change whatever date I wanted. And I tried to set up a report on this on myself. Now, let me see.
And what type of things are in these cash purchases? Is it like petrol or something?
Basically, it'll be all, say, it'll be all the items that we'd have bought during the week. But if I'm doing it and putting them in, I want to make sure that I have them all, and what they're matching is that they're matching what's on QuickBooks, and they're matching what Frank has in his sales ledgers or whatever, and that they're matching up against the cash account at the end of the day. It's just making sure that they're 100% accurate.
Yeah. And just give me an example of what you expect to see in there, like who's.
Okay, so memorize. So I can say, for example, here I'm just looking at last year's and last financial year, and it gives me the date from the 1st to the 31st, and everything that we paid by cash would come up in that report, as opposed to be all the suppliers that we paid cash to.
Yeah.
So at the till, I paid out at the till every day, and if I wanted to make sure that they were correct, because obviously I don't check them every week. I have 52 weeks nearly to do now for this one, but I can check it weekly rather than putting in all my information for 52 weeks and then I'm being out 500, 600 euro. At least if I check them on a weekly basis, I know whether I'm right or wrong. You know, if there's errors, if there's human errors, or if there's something I've forgotten, or if there's an invoice that has been omitted, or an invoice that has been put in twice, or all those kind of things.
Yeah. Okay. Couple of things. So when the bill goes in, it has to be paid. So I know it sounds very obvious. So just thinking it's paid by cash. So you see this thing here, pay bills. So the bills are publishing up, and at the moment, QuickBooks that doesn't know if they're paid or not. You know, we have to kind of match things up. So I just clicked on pay bills there. So the first thing is that's been marked up as paid anyway. That's the first thing. So
do I have to go in and pay them off individually?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you will for those type of ones. Otherwise, I won't know they're paid. You know. So so say if it was any of these, you see up here. Just keep an eye on which accounts you're marking them up.
Yeah. I've learned all those things the hard way.
Learned all those the hard way. Okay. So you tick them off and then they're paid. Okay. So I'll just glance down. There's none there that jump out here that should be.
No, there aren't, because they're all either check paid or they're all direct debits.
All right.
That's how I used to separate the two of them, is because cash CP would be the. That's what I know. That's how I know that it was paid by cash. It wasn't coming out of the bank account.
Okay. And okay, let me see. Bills paid by cash. This one again.
Yeah, so basically,
yeah,
I used to be able to go in and change and customize the report for whatever information I wanted on it, and put in whatever suppliers I wanted on it. I got that piece. I could get the suppliers all right, but every time I went to try and change a date, it only gave me a from date. It wouldn't let me do a day by day kind of thing. It was just giving me an actual.
okay, I suppose I'm looking to hear is if we can have payments made out of a particular account that I'm looking for here.
Yeah, because if you want to, do you remember where we saw cash? We saw bank up on the left-hand side there a few minutes ago. There was cash account CP.
Yeah.
Instead of the bank.
So I'm just going on the dashboard. That's keep track of cash payments. So that on its own is here. Okay. Cash account CP. When you click into that, it does show who's getting paid. Now, it wouldn't total them by supplier, which maybe is what you want. This will show you the payments going out.
Yeah, they're all the ones that I manually did.
Yeah. So, but you want something that'll say total.
So if you see that cash account CP there, that's where all those are coming from. Yeah, but I've paid those as well, haven't I? Yeah,
you have.
Yeah.
So, but that's the cash account you're using, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the report you're looking for, you would want to see the total.
That's what I want to see. Like, well, they can be. I don't mind what way they are, as long as I can see the total at the end, so that if I'm out on a day, you know, that I can do it by day, by month, by 3 months, whatever.
Yeah. So that's what I was just doing there with bill payment. Look again. This part. Sure, this one gonna do it. Go back a bit. Last. Okay, that's same from that bank account, you see. So I'm just looking. Source.
So I'd go in and I filter all my suppliers to tell them exactly what suppliers I'd want on it, because I wouldn't obviously I don't want the suppliers that are paid by. Okay, maybe there's an easier way.
Yeah, so I want to just see now. Okay, so I'm just. So this one is saying all last year. It's giving me the list of who was paid by. That will come to a total.
Can I change that even to do a week or a?
You can, yeah. I'm going to actually save it here now for the moment, and we can. So what Cash payment. What did you call it? Cash payments.
If I just call it cash purchases summary. That's what I used to call it.
Okay. It's just for a cash purchase summary. I'll save that there. So I've left it as January to December last year, but once it's all going in there and coming together, we can change it. That will say last week or something. But at the moment there'll be nothing on it if I did that.
So if we okay.
So see here even last month, or you can put down custom at the top and put in the specific dates. That's
what's my problem. Can you just check custom there for a second? Okay, it is giving me from and to, so I can put in. So what I was trying, that's exactly what I was trying to do, but it wasn't letting me do. I just, every time I went into custom, they were just giving me one date, and everything was coming in on it then, so I just wasn't able to.
All right.
If I change that custom date there.
Yeah, you can change it anytime.
I change it there to the 1st of the 4th, because I think I have 2 weeks done. So if I change that to the 1st of the 4th, 21. To the 30th, well, even doesn't make it, that should even to the 30th of the 4th, 21. So there should be 2 weeks there. Okay. So if I want to do 1 week by 1 week, I can do 1 week by 1 week.
Yeah, you just fiddle around with the dates. I'll show you where that'll be now in a second. I'm just going to save this. Now that's a special one.
Every week, rather than leaving it, putting them all in and check them when 2 weeks are in, and then I'm out by thousands or whatever.
Exactly. Just remember they're going to be paid off. I think they do anyway.
They're all paid, aren't they?
Let me just pick on one of them. They are. Oh yeah, they are all paid. Yeah, should have been that cash payments thing. Yeah. If I click on any of those, it'll have the word paid in the top right. I've just clicked on take up, and
yeah, I'm paid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's paid off. Yeah.
Okay.
And where you'll find that report now is under reports.
Yeah.
Custom. And I've used it up as a special person, and there it is, cash purchase summary.
Okay.
Okay.
It had to be there, and I knew it was, but I just couldn't. I was trying a number of different places where.
Yeah, it's tricky. That's why I was quizzing you there on what you wanted to see. So so we'll see how that works, and if it needs to be tweaked some more, we'll tweak it further again, like that. Okay. So.
Okay, I think I have plenty to be going on with.
You do, and we have now that I see the issues, we'll keep programming those suppliers now again, okay? Because I saw a load come in there last week. And
yeah, there's a load I have a load more here to come in. So what I probably will concentrate for the rest of the week is trying to get the cash purchases to get these guys done, to get these guys up to date, because there's a lot of them. I can't really scan them in because there's too much room for error. Like there could have been an invoice taken out of that for price checking or something like that, and then I'm not going to. Doesn't mean I have to go back and. Whereas if I do it manually from the books, I'll be able to. At least I'm confident that it's done correctly.
Okay, that's sound. Okay, there's a good bit there. I've recorded this. I'll email this to you as well.
Great.
And yeah, Maeve, I'll be checking in with her now in about 40 minutes. Yeah. So it might be tomorrow before she gets onto some of the programming, but it'll fine. Yeah.
That's no problem, because at least now I know, and I know myself the ones I need to go and check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I might just have a look at maybe just taking a day and just going through all those ones that have the 5 and 6.
Exactly.
Dash rates. Yeah. I mean, if I can concentrate on them, and if most of the other ones are 23%, like there's a lot there that are all just 20. There's nothing else on them, only 23%.
Exactly, yeah, and get them published up, and
yeah,
you know, so they'll come to, yeah, as the supplier programming happens, it puts a lot of them in their place, and then they start to shoot away. Yeah.
Because I have cigarettes to put in there now from JTI. they'll be all 23%. So if I scan them, and I'll try and do one,
Okay,
and then that should publish them all. Isn't that correct?
that's it. Yeah, it will.
Yeah, I'll try and do that and see. Okay.
Okay, great stuff.
So then if I was to look at the VAT report, I know you're going now and then you're going to kill me. Or should I just worry about that later?
The VAT report.
Yeah.
Yeah, worry about that. Start
Later.
getting the stuff in
Get
first.
everything in first, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the VAT report, touch wood, should be, straightforward enough.
Okay, all right. Okay, Kevin, that's great.
Okay, good stuff.
I'll
Keep
see
at
how
it.
I'm getting on, but you'll probably be hearing from me now. I've been very quiet for 9 months, so
You have, yeah. We were wondering about it.
I'll
That's grand.
change all that now in the next 3 weeks.
That's fine. It's fine.
Okay, thanks,
All
Kevin.
right. See you
That's
soon.
great. Thank you.
Bye for the moment.
Bye.